Hello YouTube and welcome back to another NHL 24 video. EA dropped new free agency event and we have some decent cards, we also have a new way of making MSPs and we also have some free cards. So today I will break that all down and we will talk about the event in general. As always, if you're new to the channel, please smash that like button and subscribe. It's absolutely free and makes me smile. Okay guys, let's dive into it. And our MSPs will be Zach Hyman, Brian Campbell, Zach Perzi and Kadri. Let's start with Zach Perzi. To be fair, nothing really stands out on this card. Yes, make it snappy, elite ages, ankle breaker and no contest probably will be something you will never activate. Unstoppable force is very subjective. If you look at the stats, then shooting and hands is okay, skating is also okay, but it's also a 98 overall card. What do you really expect? We will not really look at the synergies because it's playmaking forward, two-way forward, defensive boost, checking boost, playmaking boost. Again, this card is already good on the paper. It's a 98 overall, so you're expecting everything to be 99 or at least close to the 99. If, for example, you're making a Minnesota Wild team, then this card will definitely make an impact. On a paper, really good card. Should play good. Will he play? Who knows? Then we have another left-handed defenseman, Brian Campbell, from Chicago Blackhawks. Probably one of the smallest defensemen they could give us, but I am assuming they only gave this one just because he don't really have a card. Offensive defenseman, two-way defenseman and defensive defenseman, with defensive boost, checking boost, playmaking boost and shooting boost, and accelerator boost and dangle boost. The skating is good, all 99 except the endurance, but I believe you can boost the endurance with some of the synergies. Superstar abilities will be Spinorama, Send It, Seeing Eye, Shutdown and Elite Edges. Elite Edges, Shutdown and Seeing Eye would be probably something I would activate on this player because it's quite small. At this point in the game, when everyone is having these stuck teams, is this player making your team? No. If this player is someone you liked watching when you was growing up, then 100% go and pick him up or go and make him, and we will go through that a little bit later. I will explain exactly how you can make any of these MSPs. I just think that there could be a better choice for a left-handed defenseman, but because it's a free agency event, I also understand why they gave him a card. Next one, in my opinion, is the best MSP in week 1, Zach Hyman. Not only then he's a right-handed winger, because we don't really have a lot of them, he's also not the smallest, not the biggest, he's like the perfect size. Playmaking forward, power forward and sniping forward, with checking boost, dangle boost, shooting boost and playmaking boost, and defensive boost and speed boost. So you can get the speed up to the 99, endurance as always is 92 because God forbid EA to actually give 99 endurance to any of the players. Superstar ability is unstoppable force, Snipe, Big Tipper, no contest and close quarters. Something I would activate, and I will go and buy this card and we will try it out in the next video, so keep an eye on that. The shooting is 99, hands are 99, the skating is great, really good card on the paper. If you already have stuck team, this probably will be a card you will use in your second, third or even fourth line. If you're just starting out, then this card will definitely be your first liner. If you're making an all-time Oilers team, again, there is not a lot of good right-handed wingers. So for example, just imagine you have Zach Hyman on the right side, Draisaitl in the center and McDavid on the other side. That's a really good line. And then we have 98 overall Kadri. You can actually get this card up all to the 99 and I like how it changed the design. I really like what they did here. If you decide to go with the 98 overall Kadri and want to get this card up all the way to the 99, all you have to do is just complete the objectives and I will show you them in a moment. But if you're getting this card, you probably will get it to the 99. So let's look at the stats for the 99. Everything is 99 except the endurance. I believe you can boost it with some of the synergies. If not, then that's quite shame on EA, but we have puck on string, unstoppable force, elite edges, tape to tape, 1T and make it snappy. Make it snappy makes this card even more fun. If you're looking for a left-handed centerman, then this card would be great. Again, not the biggest, not the smallest. Probably would prefer if we would have a 99 player who is a little bit bigger. Also, not a lot of people are fan of Kadri, but if you are, then this card is great. There is nothing really saying why not go and make him. We also have a bunch of other free agency cards. I will not really go through them because you can just go and have a look. I personally don't think any of these cards make anyone's team if you're playing from day one. If you're building any of the teams, I like that EA is releasing more cards so we can actually have some variety. I also believe that probably none of these cards will be in the auction house in 2 weeks because everyone will use them in sets, and that's what I don't like about the event. You have to use event-specific cards for the sets, so everything you pull in the packs you put into the sets and they are gone, so even if you want to buy them later in the year, you just are not able to do it. Before I go to the sets, I just want to say that I'm probably the only person who actually likes the new way of making these cards. I was always asking for EA to remove the power of collectibles, and I know they will never go away from the collectibles, it's just how the game is being structured and built, but I like that they are trying something different. I just like that it's not a collectible. I like that you have to trade in a card for another card. Maybe I just like FC too much and I like then squad battle challenges there are more fun than collections in NHL. But the only thing I would change probably is that instead of event-specific cards we need to trade in these sets, I would allow us to trade any kind of overalls. Let's say if it's a 96 overall card we need to trade in, I would allow us to trade in any 96 overall. That will make all the fodder we are pulling in the packs actually worth something. At the moment, if it's not an event-specific card, it's really not worth anything. So if we go over to the free agency set, then you can see you can make Kadri, Perzi, Brian Campbell, and Hyman. To make any of these 98 overall MSPs, you need 2 96 overall free agency cards. If you don't want to make any sets, you can just go and buy these cards. And you can get them in the auction house for around 380-400k. So let's say if I want to go and make Hyman, I would only need to spend 800k. To be fair, for a 98 overall card, that's not bad value. If you're just picking up the game, you can just go and make it whenever you want. And you can actually get some of these cards for free. So I will go and tell you exactly what you need to do if you want to make this MSP a little bit cheaper. You also can go all the way up. So 88 overall free agency player. If you want any of them, you have to trade in 785 overall cards. Please don't go and buy them in the auction house because they're going for around 15k and people are just going mental thinking that they can make some coins. I don't think anyone is really buying it. If you want to make 90 overall free agency card, you need to trade in 288 plus free agency cards. Obviously no one is trading anything higher than 88, so yes, you can make the 88, then you can go and make it here. It's like squad battle challenges in FC if you ever played it. And to make a 96 overall card, you need to trade in 3 90s and 188 plus 185. If you look at the cost, I think it's actually cheaper to just go and buy a player instead of make it. But when I was doing the numbers this morning, the cost was actually very close. EA is actually giving us a free 96 overall player from the scratch. So you have to go to the hot moments, you go to the free agency moments, and here you will see the first one is win a game and you get an 88 overall Ryan Suter. Even if you're not interested in any MSPs, I really suggest you guys go and complete these moments because they will be much easier than the some we saw before. And by just winning the game, you get a free 88 overall card. Again, if you're not interested in this event, you can just use this as a fodder for any future events. The next moment is on semi-pro difficulty. You have to get shoulder checks. Then make passes with Ryan Suter. You have to do that 8 times. You get coins. Get points with Ryan Suter on semi-pro, and then you get 3 gold players. Moment number 5 is win a game on pro difficulty, and you get free agency upgrade token. So you will need to use these tokens to upgrade Ryan Suter from 88 overall all the way to the 96. In moment 6, you have to block shots 1 time with Ryan Suter, 5,000 coins. Moment number 7 on pro difficulty, get points with Ryan Suter, and you get 4 gold players. Moment number 8, score goals with Ryan Suter on pro difficulty. You have to do that 2 times in player pack. Score goals with Ryan Suter 3 times on all-star. You get a jumbo premium pack. And moment 10, you get another free agency token. And all you have to do is win a game on all-star. So there is no superstar moments. So you need 4 tokens in total to upgrade Ryan Suter. So where do you get the last 2? You go into the free agency week 1 objectives. The first one, you need to go and play squad battles on the rookie difficulty. You need to make 45 assists and you get 1 token, and then you need to score 50 goals and you get another token. So that's where you get the last remaining ones and can upgrade the card. This is just forcing us to play squad battles. I understand that it's free, I understand it needs to be grind, but like no one wants to play squad battles for just these objectives in July. Also, by completing every single objective, you will get a random 90 overall free agent player as well. So basically, by just grinding the game, you can actually get a lot of free stuff. Also, you'll see you'll get a random 85 overall players, and you get another 88 overall free agent player by completing 100 games. Don't forget, you don't really have to play 100 games, so let's say you have a full team of free agent players, you only need to play 5 games in squad battles. So let's say it's 2 minutes on rookie difficulty, it probably will take you less than an hour. If you go over to the rush, then you will also get some goodies here. By grinding rush, you will get some random 85 overall players, which obviously you can use to trade in to make an 88. You get that at tier 15 and also at tier 18 and at tier 20. At tier 22, we get a random 88 overall free agency player, so that's actually useful. And at tier 25, we get a random 90 overall free agents player. So basically, by just grinding the objectives, doing the moments, and rush, you get a free 2 88s, 2 90 players, and 1 96 player. So actually, that MSP is not that expensive anymore. So I think that's what EA thinks. Then they want to push us and force us to grind the game. I'm not saying these things should be for free, but I also think they need to really realize that no one wants to play this game that much in July. I like that they are giving us free stuff, don't take me wrong, there is still a lot of new players because every single time I load into the rivals, I am playing and being matched against someone who is just playing their placement games. So there is actually still interest in the game, and I think that's where they're putting their focus for every single event and how they give us the cards and what they give us out, because let's say the new players, they can get a bunch of 90 overalls, 88 overalls, and it will help them to get these cards and get these objectives done. And the last thing to touch is Nazem Kadri objectives if you want to get his card all the way up to the 99. Just for one overall you will need to get checks with free agency Nazem Kadri, you need to do that 65 times. Perform deeks, get shots, get assists, get goals. So basically, yes, you put this card in your lineup, you only have 7 days to do this. Again, now it's like 6 days left, but there is a lot of things you need to grind for just one overall. So I don't think it's really that worth. For me personally, I think these objectives should be half less. Get checks, let's say 30 maybe maximum. Again, I get it, you probably will get it quite easily. Perform any deeks, you could just go into the squad battles, do the spinoramas, I don't know, tow drugs, and it's quite easy. Same about the checks, take shots, 75. You can pretty much complete all this in one squad battle game, but I don't want to go and play squad battle games. I just want to play the game in the mode I like, is it champs or rivals, without forcing me to play against the AI and just hate myself. So if I go back to what I said before, I do like that this is the way how we can make the MSPs. I also think the cost is not bad, like I also mentioned. I also don't think the cards are really bad. I like that there's some different names. Am I happy about Nazem Kadri? Probably not, because we already have the Squad Battle Challenge before. That's when the first time EA actually tried it. And I do believe then the reason why EA is releasing this format is because the interest actually was quite big. Remember when they first introduced this in the Team of the Week sets? People actually went and made a lot of Team of the Week players. And apparently EA see the stats, people like it, that's why it's there. Let me know down in the comment sections below, what do you think about the event? I'm not talking about the players, because the players will always be very subjective. Someone like it, someone don't. For someone these players are good because they make their team, for someone they're trash because they're like pretty much like everyone already have a 99 team. But what do you think about the event in general? So there will be week 2 as well. I hope we will have some different names, different players. I don't really have any guesses at the moment, but I'm looking forward to that. As always, thanks for watching the video, have a good one and see you on the ice.